Okay, some evening thoughts today. Dear Empath, I just be. So, what I have really learned and realized as well is that sometimes, as sensitive people, we might have to be turning away a lot of people who really want a part of our energy. They want to be in our lives, especially these toxic people who need healing. They are naturally attracted to us because, light attracts darkness, which can be very difficult for us sensitive beings, of course, because then it calls for strict boundaries, obviously with others, because otherwise you will just be giving to those out of yourself who don't really deserve it. And also, when it comes to communication with others, especially with those who don't know you and who don't understand that you are an empath or a highly sensitive person, these situations can be so difficult, which I'm sure that you know about as a sensitive being. Especially dealing with bullies and, haters and, toxic people, narcissistic people, because they don't respect you, or they don't face you authentically like a person should be faced. We should all face each other, authentically, with honesty and respect, but with these people this does not happen, and then it's more work for you as a sensitive person to be understanding yourself first and communicating, and then trying to solve the whole situation that you're dealing with. So first you have to remember to face yourself authentically and be healing your inner world, your energy, your life, and then you can also be facing more difficult situations if those encounter. And like I've said, no matter how high vibe how high vibe we want to be, and how we are, it can be a struggle sometimes if we still manage to attract or let close some people who just don't belong into our lives. So it is crucial to notice this difference: who really deserves your energy and who you can trust, and who you can open up to, because there are people who are just not worth it. And of course you also deserve a safe space, somebody who will who will really authentically listen to and support you with whatever you're going through in life. And of course your partner, your friends, your loved ones are supposed to be those people who uplift you and who are compassionate towards you. But if you don't have those people right now in your life, my heart goes out to you, and I know how it feels like. I've been there, and I can only say that you can manifest, you can attract and manifest better people into your life. But of course, at the same time, you have to be healing and maintaining your strict boundaries with others. Always remember that you are entitled to your sensitive needs as a sensitive empath, HSP, that you are. We have different needs as sensitive empaths and HSPs. We have different needs than other people, and we might feel so different from the world, and the society does not really support sensitive people, so these can create a lot of issues, and we can be misunderstood a lot, or judged for nothing. But of course at the same time we have to remember that if somebody is being toxic, judging us, then it's their issue, not ours, because we cannot control everybody, and we shouldn't, and we cannot rescue everybody, and we shouldn't. It's a gift to be helping others, rescuing others. It's a good trait, of course, but it should not be abused. But I just want to share my support with you right now if you're resonating with this message, that you're dealing with a lot of difficult people, healing from emotional abuse experiences, striving to be yourself, to being in touch with your soul, with your higher self, that you should do, and heal your life, heal your inner world. That is what you're supposed to be doing, of course, but you know healing can take a lot of time and work, like I've said, and it can take a lot of effort, more than you even thought that it would. But of course, at the same time, the more you value yourself and learn to love yourself, and just be in your own energy, it helps, because then you will be safe from these toxic people and will attract the right people. But yeah, I understand the anger and the frustration that you can have as a sensitive empath, HSP, as you're healing after narcissistic abuse experiences, especially if your parent was a narcissist and you were dealing with them your whole life, wanting to heal your childhood trauma that you are realizing or realized. So this all calls for a lot of compassion from yourself towards yourself. You have to be merciful on yourself. Give yourself the space, the time to heal, And at the same time, remember that, we're all one. Nobody is above anybody, no matter what they say. We are all amazing and unique and valuable. We are all enough. Nobody's better than anybody. And you must value your natural human needs, because we have needs, and our empath HSP needs even more so. And this is where the communication also can be an issue. If somebody's not on the same level as you are, mentally, trying to communicate with you, people can have so many issues and things that are affecting the communication, and especially, of course, trauma, like I've said. And as empaths and HSPs, we don't always know what to say to a person, especially if they attack us. We don't know what to say. We can just get completely lost for words, and then we are wondering later on what we should have said. And sometimes there are just misunderstandings and judgments, even though there shouldn't be. But we all make mistakes. And of course, if we don't know each other, we don't know each other's life stories, these things can cause a lot of difficulties when it comes to honest communication. Is a person really a shallow person, or are they really being real with you or not? And of course, you want only those authentic relationships and not those shallow ones, As a deep personality, sensitive personality, of course you want the same back, the appreciation and communication, so it works. But when you are a sensitive, gentle soul, you really have to protect yourself, your energy, your health, your life, Be really clear and sure about who you trust and who you open up to and who you let close, so that you don't just repeatedly get hurt because you have such a big open heart, And soul, and, people are easily attracted to your energy. So the boundaries are crucial when it comes to dealing with people, like I've said, especially with this factor that you would accept only like-minded people into your life, and not those wrong ones who don't know what to do with you. They don't know how to communicate with you. Also, of course, beware of those fake people who pretend to be supporting you, but then they are invalidating you. And also, it's important to remember that your light can irritate a person's demons. So it's really not your fault when it happens. If a toxic person hurts you, it just means that your light has just irritated them in some way, and they need to take responsibility and accountability, of course, of themselves, of their own problems. It's not your problem. It's not your job, your responsibility to take that responsibility and accountability for them. That is too much to ask. But I promise you that the more you heal and grow and evolve as a person, you honor yourself, love yourself, accept yourself truly and honestly, authentically, you are having your own back, you are supporting your own sensitive feelings and everything, protecting yourself and your life and your loved ones from harm, and, you know, doing your life purpose and all of that, following what you're supposed to do in this lifetime, in this world. So as you do all of this, you will be safe from extra harm. You will be a lot stronger, you will be empowered, and you don't have to be thinking about these things anymore. So just, you know, stay true to yourself and know your own worth and where you stand in life. And to, of course, also remember the fact that you deserve support back from others. Your life is not supposed to be just you giving to others, you just listening to other people's troubles and, you know, being there for everybody. You really deserve support back. This can be hard to understand when you're so used to taken advantage of or abused, but this is really the truth. You know, like I always say, you're not here to suffer. You're here to actually be happy and abundant and healthy and loved and appreciated and encouraged and joyful and peaceful. And, you know, this is just how it is. You're not here to be suffering for anyone. So, as I've mentioned before, I don't like this culture that does not respect sensitivity. I don't like this culture that is shallow. I don't like this culture that is not understanding when a person needs to talk to someone. And of course, for me, it was always natural that I always loved to listen to my people, you know, my friends. It came naturally to me. It's how I'm built. And I'm sure that you resonate with this message. But yeah, so if you need to talk, you need someone to listen to you, it is completely natural to feel that way, to have that need. And even more so if you were never really heard growing up. Some people are not ready to do their healing work. They don't want to face their inner demons. But that's not your problem. No matter who it is. It's not your problem. Your job is only to take care of yourself, of your own life, of your own, you know, loved ones. I mean, like children or pets. And your job is to be happy and thrive and, you know, accept yourself and know yourself. Discover who you really are and what your place is in this universe, in this world, what you're here to do. You're not here to be endlessly suffering for other people's sake. You are never responsible for other adults. Every adult is responsible for themselves, for their actions. And they have to learn their lessons, you know, by themselves. So you cannot be necessarily you cannot be teaching them things, because they usually need to learn them by themselves on their own. So let go of unnecessary energy, unnecessary people, unnecessary things in your life, and tune into your soul. How is your soul doing today? How are you doing today?